Well, hello, Tinternet. It's Rusty. Not quite sure how to do intro, so he does northern accent to comfort him. How's people doing? If peeps are there. Right. As I'm getting into a rhythm with these programming streams. First things I'm gonna do, show y'all what I did between streams, because I do some other stuff, some fixie, boring stuff beforehand. Hello, JC Monster. Screaming. We have a screaming Gyarados. How you doing? Oh, there's a hi there as well. I only noticed that. Second time around. Rabbit's there. Hello, Rabbit. My girl. How you doing? Okay, so let's go through. So one of the first things I did after stream, something I'm very happy with, I will show you on our villager. So I wanted to add those are lines. Welcome, Monkey Man. That's a lot of lines. My eyes. Is that a barcode? Shall I try and scan it? So the one thing I wanted to do is have a health bar on the villagers, definitely during combat, and possibly enemies. Well, definitely enemies. You definitely want them on the enemies, but I don't want to just add more and more UI to this space because we're not really going to have much space to work with. So I did a stonks thing, and with some Unity UI magic, I have a health bar that is actually also the name. It's two things. So if I quickly run and we do a duel, also showing off another part. Monkey Man just stood in the middle, doesn't want us to fight. Now, when it's ready, maybe the space is too... Oh yeah, you can't actually see it because of my UI. Right, if I put dummy extension view up here. So, if we just start doing some attacks, there we go, attack rabbit, and our health zips down a bit. Monkey Man, actually, we're just going to delete you, mate. Sorry, you don't exist anymore. Oh, I did not like that. Okay. We're going to be able to carry on? No. Shut down there. Alright, he's back. You can't kill a god. Try again. Duel. Very quickly. When you're ready, dummy extension view. Add it again. You know what we're not even 5 minutes in and I've already broken it. Good job. Well done, Rusty. I mean, you get the idea, alright? You saw it you saw the health drop. You saw it happen. Oh, there we go. That works. So, attack Rabbit, loses some health, then Rabbit can attack Rusty. And you see the health goes down. Now, something I've noticed is it doesn't actually update the health at the end there. It should be empty. But we'll work on that. That's something we can work on. But, you know, full health. Full health system. So that did just show. It's hard to see the name because the background is black. The background is going to stay black because it's going to disappear when it's on stream. So what we need to do is have this be slightly not black. We'll make it a grey. And then if we adjust that, there we go. You can see it. Cool. It looks a little bit funky in the prefab view because it's not changing the pixels per unit, but there we go. First you slash at my adoring fan, then you delete me. So cruel. It was just in a way, you were just in a way of testing, man. I'm sorry. Monkey Man ruins everything. Poggies. Aww. Oh dear. That's not very nice. I mean, you can try and wield your mod sword against Rabbit, but she's also a mod. So I don't know how successful that's going to be. Hello, Blunder. Hey, hey. I'm here to cool off from a mindfuck. What? What mindfuck is that, Blunder? What happened? And contributing his money. Lovely. Okay, so Another thing I did, which you can kind of see here, within the prefabs, I actually added a specific one for the canvas UI. So then both of these use this prefab. So if I ever update this, like I did with the name is grey, I can now go to here. It's grey. And then same for the villager. If we go to the name, it's grey as well. So I can update the base component here, and it'll update anything that uses the prefab. Kind of cool. I also, did some resizing. I also misspelt location. What else to do? Well, the main thing, the thing I'm really happy with, is I added an extension view. So that thing I was talking about earlier, the dummy extension view, that's something I programmed myself. I won't go over the code too much, but basically, it will, for testing, this is purely for testing, so obviously you guys will never see this. It will allow me to choose a viewer to target in the village. So if I want them to do stuff that's non-combat related, I can target them and it'll act like the extension for them from their perspective, so I can test with that. And then I also have stuff for combat. So if we're in combat, then it will find the current villager that is the turn it is. And so long as they exist, it'll give me a bunch of their stats and give me a bunch of options for targeting. And what else does it do? Oh, and it'll also show targets for opposing teams. So you already saw it, but I'll also demonstrate it now in the duel. So at the moment now, I haven't added any extra features, but it shows, by default, it's Rusty the Dalek as the viewer name. But I can choose between the 3 viewers, the 3 people running around, and if I wanted to, I could add functionality into that to test things like the extension. And then when we go to duel, then adds more information. So down here, it's not very easy to read. I should work on the UI for sure, but shows. So the current turn is Rabbit's turn. Shows her health, her AC dex, and then shows a list of targets. And currently, she's not targeting anyone. Obviously, in a duel, it's only going to be one other target. So you select one target, and then it gives you options of what you can do. So there, I could have the other abilities once I've actually designed them. But you can choose your attack, and then it swaps over. So now it's Rusty's turn. Shows my health because I took some damage. Shows my stats as well. I can target Rabbit and attack. And so on and so forth. Till one of us dies. That's me. Rabbit wins again. So that was good fun. I like that. Does remind me though, very quickly before got like a little smaller things to do. I want to have it so auto target only option if there. Rephrase that. If there is only one opponent, auto target and don't show list of targets. It's not super important because it's purely for me for testing, so it can look janky, but that will make it a little bit more convenient if I'm going to be testing this over and over again. And go check on chat. How you doing? You goofed mod. What did you do, Rabbit? Blunder, I'm trying to play 5D chess and I've only won by accident. 5D chess? What? 5D chess? What are the extra 2 dimensions? Keaton is really excited you're playing on my iPad and she keeps looking for where you're coming from. It's adorable. Aw, kitty. Where's Rusty? Can you find me? I'm on the screen. I'm so good at this game. Wait, what game are you playing? Oh, the bloody game I'm designing. I'm an idiot. I don't like Morwile's nasty mouth opening animation down there. Yeah. Oh god, it is a bit garish, isn't it? Jesus. Oh, Gorg putting his little chunk of money in. Gum gum, goom goom. I meant good mod. Oh, right, my bad. It's time and other timelines. What? What? I'm gonna have to look at this fucking 5D chess later on. Sounds mad. Garish? How is that garish? You think garnish like a posh meal? No, garish like... It's just excessive. It opens its mouth and it's all red. It's like very strong, striking contrast to everything else. Bit excessive. Anyway, what else did I do? So, something else I did in the code villager manager is I actually got rid of duel and combat. It's all one thing. It's all combat now. I'll show you how that works. So I've added some custom inputs to choose specifically combat and duel. At the moment, C is a test for combat and D is a test for duel. Ah, Gorgu, thank you for the bitties.
Pog cum 55 quintillion 555 quadrillion 555 trillion 555 billion 555 million 555,555.
Beautiful, thank you. Thank you for all the fives. Jesus Christ. There. Oh, Gorg is just spamming things now. Thank you, my friend. Right, so I'm getting distracted. So, yeah, I've got specific inputs for combat and duel. And then if you choose a duel, it creates a new list for Team 1 and finds, in this instance, specifically Rusty. And then Team 2 does the same but finds specifically Rabbit, which is kind of similar to the way the duel did it before. But this is more generic. And then it initiates combat. And in combat, if I want to start combat versus enemies, we create a new list and we add each villager to Team 1. And in Team 2 is a list of enemies that are spawned. And then we initiate combat. So it's a little bit janky. I'll go through some of the other code quickly. Because for dueling, a lot of this is using lists, but both lists are going to be equal to 1. It's a little bit janky, but it means in terms of code, there's no difference between the two. Hey, that's a better way to make it say come. GG Gorg. Yeah, you guys really like the text-to-speech. Also, I see shoe on head. I must oblige. A little bit out of camera, so allow me to fix that. There we go. So in combat, what we do now is we have a list of the whole combat. So we add both teams to combat. But now, I don't know how well you can hear me. I'm going to move this slightly closer. Slap my mouth. Ugh. Whoopsie.
Come you were on Otis's caucus come woo oh oh ho ho 555 trillion 555 billion 555 million 555,555.
Well, that's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you more for those beautiful text-to-speech words. Such a man of wisdom you are, Gorg. You're gonna serve Mister. Someone got his bit injection. Yeah, definitely. There's some big boy biddies right now. So I'm so out of shot with trying to show the fucking shoe off. Okay, it's carrying on. So there's should I continue? Or does George just want to keep donating bits for text-to-speech? There's a lot going on. I mean, I appreciate the bits, don't get me wrong, but damn, son, you are quick-firing this. Okay, so there's then loop through all the combatants and we get them to roll their initiative, so they have that value set. We then sort the main combat order list by descending, so it's in order. We also do it for both teams. So then we can loop through both teams and have them choose their location to be in order based on their initiative. So they kind of line up nice, and it's kind of another way without having a UI to show the turns. It uses the physical space, the way they're ordered, to show the turn, which I think is quite good. Then we also now increase their speed when they move during combat. I've got to make sure I undo that too. And then yeah, same for the team 2. And then for all the characters, we say on attack, we then call the next turn event like previously. And that's pretty much the same, that's not changed. And then in combat prep, we loop through the lists of all... Wow! For all combatants. Thank you again, Gorgu. To see if they're at a target, and if they're not, we exit. Then, if they are all... If we get to this point, they're all at target. So we say they're fighting, we set initiative 0, initiative count. But the first thing's turn be true, and then we start combat. Then from there on... Now this... Anyone who actually is quite familiar with programming is disgusting, and I do want to change it, but it works for now. It doesn't break the game. So every frame, every frame, it goes. I'm not sure how expensive this is. I feel like it is. It finds every person in Team 1 that is dead, and if that number of people is equal to the team count, i.e., all of Team 1 are dead, then Team 2 wins. And if not, then we check Team 2 and see if they're all dead, and if they are, then Team 1 wins. It's very inefficient, but it works. So for now, I'm going to leave that. Unity is a built-in profiler, so I can see how bad that is. My thinking is when we get to large village numbers, large enemy numbers, that's going to get really expensive computationally, and I don't want this to be too difficult to run. I want it to run pretty low spec so it can sit there in tandem while you're playing a game. I don't want it to mess around with that too much. And lastly, in the team win code, it goes through the entire team list. Calls the on-end combat function for them. Wait, no, it does that. It does on-end combat multiple times. Why do I do that? That is dirty. That is real bad. What am I doing that for? Right, so on-end combat simply removes the events. And then for each one in the winning team, we do their winning team state. And set village state. Why did I put that in the loop? I'm so glad I went through this to show you what I did, because that is disgusting. That's pretty much what I did, I think. Yeah, I also, as you noticed, I changed the font to be pixel art, so you guys have lovely... well, not you guys specifically. The game is going to have a pixel art style, so having pixel art text makes sense. And it also means having a low resolution version of the font isn't going to affect its visuals because it's already pixely. Oh, and I'm going to check on chat again. I was fucking monologuing for quite a while. It doesn't do the wild thing Siri does, Bog. Oh, what? If you do the with Siri, does it freak out? Do we have stats? At the moment, yes, Blunder. There are stats. Players specifically have level, but that's not really functional right now. And characters. I've only added stats as I've needed them, so I've got total hit points, current hit points, armor class, dex, and then dex mod initiative. Dex mod is a messy thing. Using dexterity stat. It's quite nice. And I'll just add more as it goes down the line, and obviously classes and things will affect those numbers, all that kind of stuff. But for now, it's all just basic stats. It's there and it's could be functional, but it's not really what I'm here to test right now. When it comes to a larger game, and it's whoa, and I need to start balancing, that's when I'll start playing around with the values. Gorg, did you do anything with the stained glass, Dadu? Stained glass? Oh, yes, I know what you're talking about. Some beautiful artwork that was made last night by the Rabbit of the Four Prong. Can we seduce yet? The stained glass or the actual Dadu? That's the question. Both, question mark? I would like to sleep with glass. Right, so the plan today, because if I actually show you right now, combat does work. If I start combat, we all line up in initiative order, and so do the enemies. But at the moment, if we go to the village, combat order, it's enemy 1's go. But the enemy has no logic, it doesn't actually function. So we actually need to figure out how we're going to do that. That's what I'm going to do today, Maxim AI. What? What's the matter, Rabbit? You never want to sleep with... You don't want to sleep with your own dad? Question mark. Your dad's attractive, and that shoe's gone. The sooner you accept that, the better. It's just behind me now. I'll leave it there for a bit. Actually, I'm not going to do that. That's poor. That's poor spine care. I like my spine, no thank you. Are you still simping for my dad? Yes, your dad's fantastic. We found his OnlyFans. Ah, please link me. Right, so that's what we need to work on today. The enemy. Now, I do, and I probably will make an enemy script. But I was thinking about this before stream about how I want to actually design an enemy AI. Because what I want the enemy AI to do is have some basic targeting logic so they can have different kind of attacking styles. So you'd have ones that target lower health characters, ones that target high levels, ones that just attack wildly, things like that, or ones who attack the ones that are next in the hopes that they'll get rid of them out of the combat, that kind of stuff. But for them to be able to make all those kinds of assessments and judgments, they need to know about all of the enemies, all of the opponents even. So if we do that, if every single enemy has a reference to the opposing team, that's going to be expensive. We shouldn't need that. What we can do, and what I'll start to do in the village manager script, is actually have it do the logic for me. Or not for me, for the enemies. So what we'll do is, based on the current enemy's kind of personality, what enemy am I going to give you as a target? That's kind of what I'm thinking of doing. So that's what we should do. So what we're going to do is start work on that. So what we need to do is think about how we're actually going to get access to the enemy. So I think what we could do, and it might be a little bit janky, but we'll try it. So I'll have public character for now. Current enemy. And we'll have get return enemies.find x, where x.turn is equal to true. We should actually make that a capital C. Define that current enemy. In fact, just not immediately clear. Finds current enemy character that is active in turn order. And then during combat, we will say if Current enemy is not equal to null. So we want to do some stuff. So what we probably want to do is switch in the current enemy's attack style, something like that, which we don't have. So that is where we're probably going to make an enemy script. And probably, I'll make a folder now for characters. Put character in there, villager in there. Well, attempt to. Villagers will get confused. And then we will create a C# script called enemy. I'm just gonna check on chat again. Oh yes, there is a Bobu emote in Discord. That's beautiful. Bring him to the UK, yes. When you come visit me, bring Bobu, and then everyone can have fun with Bobu while me and you hang out. Yeah, did he have a nice birthday? Is he hungover? Great questions. I'll work on getting him to the UK. We'll try and fabricate some kind of Cat 5 related emergency here. And he has to fly out to us, right? And yes, he had a great birthday, but he went to work today. So I do not know how hungover he is. Hopefully not enough where he gets noticed at work. Did you send him over first? Absolutely not. How dare you? Bobu is waifu material. Best boy Bobu. Should we get Bobu onto stream? I think I'm being superseded here. And I wish my friends loved me as much as they loved my dad. They love you too, but they don't love you in that way. Because they want to be inside Bob and Bob to be inside them. They respect our relationship, Rabbit. Apparently not your dad and mum's relationship, though. That's what I'm saying there. Fuck. Anyway. Can we have a Bobu NPC? Well, that's actually a good question. I was wondering how I'd handle having NPCs or like a village that feels like it's not just full of adventurers. So we probably would have some generico dudes that walk around and do stuff. So, you know, absolutely. We're going to have a Bobu NPC. NPCs that have in village. Bobu Senpai. Who? Dude got 4 dicks. We can all use him at the same time. He's multifaceted. There's a Cat 5 related emergency. My hands aren't bound with them, Bobu-chan. That's way too sexy. Let Bobu supersede me. When you say really fucking innocent things in your mind and people just ruin it, it's the best. More money contributions to Sundress. We are getting real close to that now. Damn, 67%. Hashtag cancel Rusty. Now Bobu is my best streamer. Okay. That's fine, I'll just go. Sharon is lovely, but will kill her in a heartbeat to get Bobu. Ooh. Request for a Bobu NPC. He has cat robots. We could have him like he's like some inventor. Right. Inventory as cat robots. I took a video of him blowing out his birthday candles, but I don't think any of you deserve it. Oof. I think Wabbit would like some love and affection thrown her way, guys. Right. I mean, I'm definitely gonna give her the love and affection. She knows it. She knows I love her. It's just a meme. Really, the takeaway is Bobo is just a great pops, and your significant other and his friends really like him. That's good. It's good to have that kind of relationship, right? Oh wow, guys. Well, I love you, Rabbit. I can't control these guys. I'm sorry. So, enemy. The main thing an enemy is going to have a public Attack style. Attack style. At the moment, I don't even really need a class. I could just use an enum on it, or like a data storage class for this. But I'm not gonna, right? But I imagine down the line my enemies are gonna become a bit more advanced, so I'll have it as a script. So enum attack style. There. So we're gonna have hunter. Attack lowest health. What else could we have? Tactical. Attack next in turn order. If you guys have any suggestions for particular combat styles, let me know. I'm going through some basic ideas, and this isn't final. Just some options I'm throwing out to work on today. So attack lowest health, attack next in turn order. Bounty hunter. Attack highest level. Going through chat. We need you in our group just to get to my dad's sad face. You're a link to the supreme being that is Bobby. That is in no way a compliment. I mean, the takeaway from that, Rabbit, if you do feel like you're being used, they're telling you that you're the link, so just sever the link if they don't play ball. Establish terms. Now, jokes aside, you're a valued human, Rabbit. Rabbit is my best big sister. That's adorable. Combatant. Attack most health. Yes. I don't know if I call it combatant though, just because that's it's going to confuse with the naming convention I have in the code. Fighter, gladiator, yeah, something like that. That works. Fighter. Attack highest health. There's kind of a duality of the other one. So attack lowest health. Geez, my caps conventions in this comment is so messy. I'm just trying to caps everything. Fighter, gladiator, daddy, big sword, Camineo. I wasn't. I mean, these names are fantastic. I was more about the actual style of what kind of targeting logic they would have, not necessarily these names. I'm not putting daddy big sword in my code as a fucking combat style. Right, bounty hunter attack highest level. I don't know, sneaky. Attack lowest level. Is there a range system? Because Hunter could do furthest away and Rogue does low health. Well, this wouldn't be classes per se, a Gorgu. They might be reminiscent of classes. There's not a range system per se. Good idea though. What I'll do have combat styles based on range if you do it. Because it's something I've considered. Based on the way the combat is going to be, it's going to be like typical turn-based, like your original Final Fantasies. But targeting like that's not going to be a problem. Would Rogue go for the last in the attack order? Actually, Gorgo right, Hunter goes farthest. Yeah, I mean, like I said, these aren't classes, so the names aren't super indicative of what they actually are. So when I call that hunter, it's more like it hunts the lowest health, like it's trying to kill them. We can call it a rogue if you want. Will there be a bard class I want to sit in the back and just shred on a loot? Yes. I mean, there is going to be... for the players, there's going to be every single Dund class, 5th edition. When we get gear in this game, you will be able to. The way I'm picturing it is your contributions to the channel, like following, subbing bits and stuff like that. That's all going to contribute to XP, and then you'll get gear by doing combats and quests and stuff. What other kind of attack styles do we think I could? Like lowest health, attack highest health. Next in turn order. At highest level, attack the lowest level. Have them attack the fort. So I don't know how you'd name that. Like anti. I'll just call it anti-support from now. Can't think of a cool way to describe that. Supporting classes. I think that's a good level of stuff. Maybe a couple more. Can we romance Babu? I didn't plan on it, but I think you guys are going to riot unless I do. Will gear give stats or maybe even skills like a certain Monster Hunter game? Sass is better than anti-support, yes. Like that. Yeah, so the gear will, again, be like gear in a typical fantasy, so it may affect stats, may give you special abilities, but that is very later on down the line. I haven't thought about that too much yet. Do you think there could be a money option to redeem channel points for gear, just in case some BBs can't contribute bits or subs? Yeah, that's absolutely a good idea. I'm going to put that in Trello before I forget. I do want to have channel points. Yeah, that's a really good idea, actually. Rabbit, thank you. Have channel points. Redemption to give XP. There's other ways I'm going to have XP as well. It's going to be watch hours and chat as well. So it's not like you have to put money in. It's just they'll have a higher weighting on levels. Maybe change Sneaky to Soldier so you don't get muddled with the Rogue Assassin Sneaky. Yeah. Money loot boy. Money loot boxes. Get mad bang. What? That's something I was thinking of. I don't want it to be like I'm making this pay to win and I'm incentivizing people to just throw money too much. I mean, obviously there's a level of that because I'm streaming on Twitch anyway, and the money that people provide is what allows me to continue doing this and hopefully make it a job. Obviously I do want that. There's no point acting like that's not the case. But I want to balance it so it isn't a pay to win thing. It's just your contributions of loyalty will factor in. But that's the whole point. I want to have that system for leveling, and then I also want a gold and gear system separate to that, which you can only get by doing combats, things like that, and have enough bearing as well, so you can't just donate like 1,000 bits on some dude's channel if they're running this game and they just become really powerful and goof around. But then, say even if someone does do that, if they wail on it, there's not going to be a system where you fight other people and there are leaderboards and it's competitive. So if they do that, what they're doing is donating a load of bits to a streamer who gets that. The person who does that gets some cool benefits. They can do better quests. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't know. That is some real down the line stuff, so it's not something I'm really too into. After we get this working, are we getting rid of stream avatars? Yeah, I mean, if I fully make this game and release it and it's done, absolutely. Stream avatars will be superseded. 10k bits for Spartan Laser. No, you're not going to be able to just buy loot. Right, so I've got attack styles. So, we'll also just have default, which is choose random target. Nice and easy. So then in Village Manager, start doing this. It's actually, I still need to actually change that, so. Current enemy is actually going to be an enemy script. The enemies list is going to be enemy. And then I need to go and find the errors that that's going to cause. So instantiate, get component, enemy. And I'm going to need to do this again. Team 2 is equal to a new list of characters for each enemy, enemy, in enemies. Team 2 to add enemy. Like so. Because there's probably a better way you can do that, but that seems to work for now. So, as always, I've changed some stuff. Let's make sure it doesn't crash. Oh, wait, we've got an error. Let's see what that is. It might not like the enemy prefab now on Villager. Have a look. No. But it doesn't have an enemy. We have to actually add the enemy script here. We'll just move that up next to character. And then just copy any changed stats. So 11, 15. Well, those are default. Speed of 8, closeness of 2.5. Speed of 8, closeness of 0.25. So we'll remove character from the enemy. And we've got the attack style there, and it shows all the different kinds. Lovely. Let's have a check. Surely default should be next in turn order. Yeah, I guess that could work as well. I'd want default logic. I guess I could name it differently, but I'd want the... In fact, this is going to something I want to do down the line. The default AI to be random, because what I might do as well is if a player is AFK or doesn't take a turn, then their turn is handled by AI, and then by default the AI for the players will be random. Because the one thing I don't want is if someone is AFK and they're not choosing, they lost the benefit of having the options to choose. So it'll randomly do something to keep it going, but there's not too much logic. So that's why default is random for now. Gonna miss my Mankey. Oh, you changed? What did you change to? Oh, wait, no, because we're getting rid. Right, I'm an idiot. Stupid. Well, one thing down the line, if this does go well and we start actually making assets, because I want these characters to be customizable, is 100% my loyal viewing. So pretty much all the guys in chat right now, if you want specific customization options to make your dude look a lot like you or a way you want it to look, that's 100% going to be a thing we do as a way of showing my love and thanking you for your support. I think wipe tactical and put default as next in turn order. That makes sense, friendo. Okay. No, yes, thank you. Right. So now we've got that. Got the enemy list. Down here, we'll switch between them. Switch. Current enemy. Dot attack style. Oh. No, why you didn't just want to do that properly. Then we'll have case attack style dot default. And if I do this, rogue, fighter, tactical, bounty hunter, soldier, assassin. This looks very messy right now, but I'm just trying to do this quickly. Rogue Fighter Tactical. Bounty Hunter. Soldier. Assassin. That is them all, and I missed one. Please let me know if I just missed on their chat somehow, but I don't think I did. 1, 2... Oh, I got rid of default. That's what I did. Jesus, you numpty. Don't worry, I figured it out. I cracked the case wide open, team. Cockslider, yeah? Yes. I will figure out a way to dynamically alter a pixel art PNG file to have a larger package. Definitely. I'm willing to draw my own shit. I will learn pixel art if it means I get to look how I want. Well, yeah, so long as it's matching the art style of the game, 100% that will work. It's still don't... I said I want it to be pixel art, but I don't know if I want it to be like 8-bit Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3, or if I want it to be more like 16-bit pixel art or 32-bit. We'll see. That stuff is in flux. What a pixel art Bobu, of course we do. Right, so for the default, like we said, it's just going to be... Should have actually kept these comments next to them. That would have been smart. That would have been real smart. Oh well, I'll quickly just do that so I can remember what the plan is. A lot of these should actually be quite simple in the way that they work, because what we're basically going to be doing is using the find function of a list and just giving it a particular parameter. So default is just going to find a random one. So int target is equal to random dot Unity engine dot random between 0 and team1 dot count. Okay. Dot range. Like so. I'll probably actually have target up here int. Okay. That just chooses a random one between the range. Then lowest health will be team1 dot find x, where x equals no, actually not going to be as easy. What I want to do is we want to sort the list, actually. So how do we sort it by initiative? Go check that real quick. Order by descending. Did I just undo my copy? I did. You idiot. Stop cutting things. Yeah. Divvy. So, team 1. The order by descending x dot. Current HP. And that gives us a list. So this seems really inefficient. Let's see. Have a look at the find function. See if there's a way I can. Because I think there's got to be a way you can say find where this is true, basically. Maybe not. I might have to actually do the sorting. Okay, for the stream's benefit, I need a lot of full images of Bobby. This is it. Yes, this is how we get those pictures. Let's see if I can set a predicate. Predicate that finds lowest value in a list. See if I can figure that out. Specifically say C# just to be sure. Use the link min extension method. Ooh, that might help. So let's try that a second. team1.min. Aha, x where x dot current HP, something like that. To do it, let me just double check. Min invokes a transform function on each element of a sequence and returns the minimum nullable decimal value. Okay, so the example, get the one with the youngest age. Okay, that, oh, but it just finds the value. Is there a min that returns the actual object? Link.min that returns object C#. Slowly feed them to me over the next 20 minutes, please. Woo. Sure, Gorgo. LMAO. Also, I got 100% on the S I was working on the other night, Rusty. Of course you did. You're smart. You smart girl. Well done. Proud of you, Rabbit. Have a quick look at this. So... doesn't seem to make sense. How do you use link to select object with minimum? Does seem like he's asking the same question. How can I get a link to return the object which has the max value of a given property? Okay. That is how I do it. It's aggregate. Aggregate. Okay. Cool. Link is such a good system. Why are you... right. I just... do this. So team1.aggregate will it let me do it like this? X dot current hit points. Just actually, no, I will copy that and yoink it a little bit. So it's gonna be t1.aggregate. You know why it's pulling that extra space? Current minimum x. Current minimum is equal to null. Then x dot current hit points. Ooh, that was a loud noise.
Please help me. I'm gumming Bobu strum is making me come.
Oh, you got a picture of Bobo on the guitar. Also, Monkey Man, you must respect me or else you don't get the Bobby pics. There we go. Stand your ground. Not nerd, not nerd. Very cool and amazing. Yes, yes. Nice. Right. So What is int? Got max value. Why do you like the double question marks? That's annoying. Current minimum dot current hit points X is current minimum. Jeez, it's a very messy line of code actually. Current hit points is less than max value, maybe. God, this is getting messy. Right. Let's kind of do that. What is going on? I don't really understand the fucking code, to be honest. Let's look at aggregate unlink. Understand how it works a bit better. Yes, yes, man thing. Smelled great. No tricks, no. Great pleasure it would be for the pictures of the esteemed Bobu to arrive me, it would. I think Blunder's asking for pics too. So, that. Following code demonstrates how the aggregate. I'd use aggregate to apply an accumulate function and a result selector. Okay, so let's. I comment that and just try and like do it bit by bit myself. So team1 dot aggregate, and we use the example anything with the lowest health, so anything greater than int dot max value. And then we say largest next. So next dot current hit points is less than largest. No, it's going to be lowest hit points. So if next is current points is less than lowest HP stop. Current hit points. Question mark. Next. Or if not, lowest HP. Then that should be it. I don't know why it doesn't like it. So firstly, we determine the largest value, the most health you could possibly have as an integer. Then we say we're going to be comparing the lowest HP, the current lowest, and the next value. And then we are going to in this little comparison, compare next dot current hit points to lowest HP. I guess you just do that then. But it's an I want it to be an object. Why does it treat that first bit as an integer? Is it because I'm saying that, is it? I guess this just has to be a enemy. And its lowest HP. Yeah, so that's lowest HP dot current hit points 2. I don't seem like that. This is getting real confusing even for me. Sorry, guys. Just pinch that dude's code and modify it. Item. Character. Lowest HP is team 1 to aggregate between character 1 and character 2, or character 1 dot current hit points is less than 2 dot current hit points. That's pretty much what I wanted to do. I should do it. Let's delete this excess code. See, until I test it. There's no way to know for sure, but in theory, you'll find this character by comparing through and just seeing which one has the lower of current HP. I should do it. But it's kind of returning a different target. So what we want to have here is character target. And then target there. And then target is equal to team 1. Random one in the list. But now we've got this base logic using aggregate, we can pretty much just modify this slightly. So return the one with the highest health. It's literally just the opposite. And then the one who's next in turn order. So target is equal to combat order. Initiative count ++. So just finds the next one. Then we are going to do aggregate of level. Might actually be able to find level. Because at the moment that's a player thing, but I guess enemies would have levels too. I don't know why I ever said they wouldn't. So we'll just pull that out of villager for a second. Well, permanently. Character is villager. You're just gone. Delete you now. Deal with it. Guess experience will be in villager, but levels will just be defined on an enemy. Okay, so aggregate the enemy with the highest level. Then aggregate the enemy with the lowest level. Attack supporting classes. However that's going to be found, I have no idea. At the moment, we're just not going to have assassin as a thing, because I don't really have a supporting class set up, so I don't know how best to find it. So we will have as well to do add assassin back when I understand supporting classes better. Woo! Okay, let's check on chat again. Okay, I think I'm in the clear now. Been a very nervous boy today. Redundancies were announced this morning, and if we weren't invited to another brief about it today, our position is safe. I've been flinching at every email. Thankfully, the department is still getting sufficient work. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're not getting made redundant, Monkey Man. I like my boy living in a house. You're doing good work, Boo. Well done. You've been bricking it since 9:30. I don't blame you. That's not a fun place to be. It's going to be a lot of that going around right now. But it's alright. You're all good. You're all good. Calm down, chat boy. It was a time, yeah. It's very keen on the colon 3. That's when your CEO made the announcement. Oh, whatever Rusty just read out, I can't see that message. I thought we were managing it. Well, yes, other departments weren't doing so well. Well, yeah, I mean, from what I heard, Monkus Man, you guys are still getting a fairly decent work, and your company has a few tie-ins with government stuff and councils and things, right? So, feels like you're pretty well cemented. So, despite everything that's going on, you're still getting a bit of good work. Okay, we'll delete Assassin for now. So now, we are deciding a target for the enemies. And down here, we'll then tell that enemy to start the attack. Now, something I definitely want to do is, on the enemy, I don't want it to do it straight away. So, we're going to have an I numerator, which is like a thread, like a separate line of code that'll execute concurrently. Choose move, something like that. And then yield, return, new, wait for seconds. I'll have it wait for 2 seconds. And then attack, target, character target. That's why I'm doing 2 brackets there. We'll say debug.log. Name. So enemy 1 is attacking target.name. We are using text style. And then attack. And then in Village Manager, we will start coroutine of current enemy. I forgot the name of the move I just defined. Whose move? Jesus, I am useless. Dot. Whose move? Target. We will try to do this code. Catch. Throw. I can't actually remember how to do that exactly. I'll just do a debug.log error. Target is null. Check your target finding logic. Fingers crossed. I shouldn't have to do anything more. That should now be functional. But we'll run the code and do combat. See what happens. Don't know if those errors are legit or if that was just while I was writing stuff. Okay, let's start combat. Oh god, ooh. It kind of worked. What I need to do is not have that happen repeatedly. Right. So a little bit spicy. What do we do? On their turns, it then increments the initiative count. What else does it do? Villager. The logic isn't really there anymore, is it? It's in character. We should just do it. They just bloody anime style cut them all down. Am I dumb? Did I just... Let me extension view will show the combat choice. So... Where's my attack target? Button target, choose attack. That's what the function's called. And then the actual function is attack. It sets the trigger to attack. Target is attacked by this, and then on attack invoke. It should just do it. Why it spams through them like that? By default, their attack style is default, so they should just choose a random target. What was the console like? Enemy 3 is attacking Rabbit using attack style default. Rolled 18 to hit. Rolled 18 to hit me. Enemy 3 rolled 2. Beats me, so you can do damage next turn. And enemy 3... Oh yeah, I need to do next turn. But next turn should be an event anyway. Is when we do... Initiate combat. Everyone, combat order, on attack. All next turn, and next turn sets their turn to false. And it increments the initiative amount. If an enemy does attack, it does attack, which invokes on attack. Alright, if we spawn a single enemy, and just spawn one player, should help debug this. Problem with that is council money is being diverted to the virus. Thankfully, housing is still an important sector, which you're primarily working on. Yeah, absolutely. Like, doesn't matter what situation we're in, right? We're still going to need houses and stuff, right? Whiskey time. Yes. Booze time? Question mark? Still, feel back those being chopped. Could tell the higher-ups took no pleasure in it. Yeah, it's a poopy situation, but this is the reality of a capitalist world, right? You're going to have to cut some corners. Absolutely whiskey time later. I'm currently pumping caffeine to get work done. Fair enough. Lost time earlier to a server. Fun? Oh, crashing, yeah. I assumed that's what was happening. I should have got a job at one of the companies that manufacture those floor stickers you see everywhere. We'd be gold-plated by now. Yeah, imagine all the companies that are making masks and things. Because they're all, like, clothes or some kind of fabrication of, like, cloth-based goods. They should be rolling in dosh. Screw it, I'm going to start a conspiracy theory. The virus was invented and released by the floor sticker companies to boost sales. Prove me wrong. Well, I mean, if they're a Chinese company, that would make sense. But something tells me they're not. At least not specifically. Right. What we want to do then is... So this, with this logic, if I've got one enemy and one character, when the enemy's taken their turn, oh, I know what the problem is, right? At the end of all of this, we don't want to say... Specifically, we want to say current enemy is equal to... I would say is equal to null. Make sure it's not assigned. But current enemy is a find. In the list of enemies where their turn is true, So this should automatically become null when next turn is called. It says a turn is false in increments. Right, let's try with 2 people and see what happens. So combat. Bam. In we go. It's Rusty first, so I should be able to take my turn at my leisure. Or not. It's... Right, let's try that again. Combat. Oh god. Yeah, it just seems to keep doing it and doing it. Right. A lot of console things, right. Enemy has reached target. Enemy 1 is attacking Rusty using attack. Rolls to hit. Then rolled 5, taking 5 damage, next turn called. And he goes straight into that. Spicy. Okay, we're finding a strange issue. I wanted to do. Gotta go choose move. Wait 2 seconds. Then attack. And attack target. And that is all really the dummy extension thing does. Equals is choose attack, which is just a public version of attack, and then just does all that stuff. Should invoke the on attack event. So what I should do, villager manager. Let's check. Oh no, I know why. Because that coroutine delays the next turn, I start a bunch of coroutines immediately. So if we, for the time being, actually just say, I'll have it do it instantly. Which I think it would, I don't need to undo it as an enumerator. Although it recognizes its problem. So I will, right. Try that and see how we get on. I think that's the problem. Bam. So enemy 1 took his turn. Let's check the console log as well. Anyone has reached target. Rusty's reached target. Anyone is attacking Rusty using attack style default. Enemy 1 rolled 13 to hit. Enemy rolled 13 to hit me. Enemy rolled 6. That beats my AC, taking 6 damage. Next turn called is my turn. And then I can target him and attack him. And he attacks immediately as the response. Just because that's the logic of the AI. Then I get defeated and they win. Seems like it works. Let's try having multiple things and see how we get on. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Oh yeah, in the village manager, I'll spawn 3 enemies. Check on chat before we actually do it. Just saying it's Elon Musk that orchestrated it. Okay. You brought your mask from a company that makes ties, Monkey Man. Interesting. Okay. Fun fact, a lot of the clothing brands that are making the masks are only really doing so to make it even to the drop in sales of other clothes. Oh, that's not a surprise. They're not doing it for their own profit, are they? Their own profit? For the benefit of people, sorry. I haven't bought any clothes in lockdown. I've barely been wearing them. Ooh woo. That's way too sexy. Will the chatbot loop into the game? What do you mean, Blunder? What do you mean by that? I've never seen a bot fuck up its own link. Wait, did it oh, interesting. What a stupid bot. I mean, yeah, that Almatius 109 is definitely a bot. I don't know. Maybe they're a person. If you're a person, prove it. Account created 12 hours ago, Poggies. Yeah, clearly a bot just sending that blanket scam message. Fun, fun. It's a pretty nice mask. Nothing too flashy, but nice looking. Nice. Yeah, I got a bunch from work, actually, which is quite nice. So they're useful when I go into other shops and stores and stuff. But I also, my company is providing proper N95 filter masks, which is quite nice. So enemy 2 already took their turn, and I got squidged. Let me extension view. It really doesn't seem to like not being active when I do it. Right, let's try that again. Combat. Bam. It's Rusty's turn. I can choose any of the enemies. I'm going to choose enemy 1 and attack him. Blocked it. That's rabbits. Let's all attack enemy 1. It's Monkey Man. Is that right? Yeah, we actually all rolled really well. Jesus. And then they all go fucking flying through their attacks. And then it's my turn again. Attack enemy 1. Attack enemy 1. And then they all go. Enemy 1. Attack. He's blocked. Bam, we killed enemy 1. That's Monkey Man's go. Still target enemy 1 and it's dead. We definitely need to stop that from happening. Bugs/issues. Extension view still allows targeting of dead opponents. Well, I'll specifically not want to attack enemy 3. Oh no, they took their turns and killed Monkey Man. RIP. Right, let's go on enemy 3 again. He's blocked it. Rabbit got on enemy 3. Okay, we're both still alive though. Attack enemy 3. Attack. We're still going. This Monkey Man is a scrub. We killed enemy 2. Enemy 3, sorry. Enemy 2. You're dying now. Blocked. The enemy 2. Attack. And then Rabbit. Enemy 2. Attack. Rabbit's down. It's just Rusty versus this other dude. Bam, we won, but because you guys died and then won. Okay, that's some animator issues. That's spicy. Okay, that's another issue. Characters. Cycle. Death animation. Plus win when team wins. It's a little bit spicy. But I feel like it works. Can we use the chatbot to interact with the game? Possibly. We could. I kind of want to avoid using text chat to interact with the game. I want it to be all extension based. So it's a bit more natural and a bit more nicely designed. So, you know, what I want to happen is chat to be used for chat and not be filled up with your commands. So you could use the extension to make the decisions. That's the idea. But absolutely, I could have the chatbot be used for that. It's just, yeah, not ideal. It's pretty refreshing to go to the shop yesterday and seeing people actually wearing masks. A lot of people are actually doing it. They're sort of sticking with it, but a lot of people not covering their noses, which is kind of dumb. Still can't distance for shit. Yeah, no, definitely not. Not Scrub. Well, I mean, you did come back from the dead to celebrate, so that's pretty badass. Timberwolf boss fight when? Yes. We are absolutely going to have a Timberwolf boss fight. Went to B&Q to get Devil's Ivy and other botanical babies, and every single person there was actually socially distant. Well, that's good. Nice. I think in my store where I work, customers are pretty good at being socially distant generally, because there's no need to be so close. But in shopping environments where you're buying food and stuff, people just don't seem to give a shit. Kind of annoying. Right, if I'm able, I don't know if the toilet is currently or bathroom is used, but I need the loo. So I'm going to quickly go to loo and we will look at some of those bugs we're having, and I'm going to try and get the AI to slowly enact their turn. Alright, give me 2 seconds, guys. Hello, Mick. What the hell were you guys talking about in my absence? Why are there bugs in my toilet? Not what I said, damn it. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, the occasional locust got free and I don't know, ended up in the bathroom. That's possible, maybe. Munkus wants to get plants for flat. Do it. Get some pretty plants. Quick, figure out something to do while he's gone. Talk about toilets. Need to sever the fanged wyvern timberwolf's tail, Uwu. That's Blunder is in Monster Hunter mode. Lovely, you got a large bowl monkey, man. That's very good. Very airy when you poo. Yeah, snake plant is super easy to look after. Hey, I'm sure we could look after a more delicate plant. I was not making brownie batter. Someone was actually showering, so I had to make sure they'd be okay with me weeing, and they were. Aren't snake plants the ones with long thin leaves? Oh wait, that's a spider plant. Gonna Google snake plant. Oh, one of those. No one else. Gonna talk about their toilet. No, it seems you're the only one with the toilet thing. No one else has a toilet? Question mark? We just shit in a room and it magically disappears. Alternatively, ginseng bonsais are really nice. If you got a hot spot on the flat with a good light. Peace. I'd always wanted a nice cool bonsai tree. To grow one, that might be fun, but I'm not very responsible, so I would forget. The lid of the cistern of mine has a chip out of the corner, but the last guy in the flathead super glued it back on. Interesting. Were there any poos in that cistern? Asking for a friend. I replace my toilet every 47 days. That doesn't sound expensive at all. I want to get a larger plant on my balcony so I can block the view of the street from my living room. That doesn't sound sus. Oh, Infer, hello. How you doing, buds? I'm doing well. I'm working on some enemy AI and refining my combat system in this game thing I'm doing. How you doing, boo? Everyone saying hello to Infer. Just the kind of energy I needed, Rusty. What, the shitting in a room and it disappearing? Can you imagine? I mean, that's just making the room the toilet, I guess, but why not? No poos in the cistern was a sign of a good landlord or a competent cleaner. Mate, no traps. There was no traps in that toilet. Right. If you're not responsible, just get a self-watering pot. My mum is not green-thumbed at all, so I got her one. For her peppermint plants. That's a thing. I might do that then. Alright, so. Rehydrate. I want to definitely have the enemy delay their attack. That is a must, because otherwise it just looks real messy. So, what we want to do is figure that out. So, the way this works is it goes into combat. The current enemy is not equal to null. Then we define a target, which is null to begin with. We choose it in switch, and then we choose the move. So as soon as the move has been chosen, from there, we want to not be in this function anymore. So what we really want to do is have current enemy is equal to null, something like that. And actually not have current enemy be a property, just have it be a variable. That's what we want to do. And then actually make that lowercase. Now it's not a property, so we know it's a variable. So, oh, and actually, if I'm going to do that, do that, and then allow Visual Studio to rename it for me. So what we do then is in the next turn, what we're going to do is if they're alive, if the person in the current initiative is alive, we're then going to say if combat order. So if the one initiative count is an enemy, so what we're going to probably use is the tag system in Unity, actually. Then current enemy is equal to bam. And this is going to be janky, but it'll do it. So on the enemy here, we will add a tag called enemy. That. Then that should work. And then in here, when enemy is not null, it means we've assigned it. We give it the logic to find the target. We then do the start routine. If I even spelt that right. My enumerator. That should work now. Have a look. I'm a responsible boy. You probably are, Monkey Man. You're pretty sensible. I'm not. What game is the AI for? GTA 6. No, it's basically a second pot underneath that often uses thread and has a buoyancy thing to show you how much water is underneath. That sounds really fucking clever with like a simple design. And then, yes, George, answer my question, Bobby. Thank you. Or Infer's question. The AI is for a game here on Twitch chat. We'll be able to play Infer. Yeah, so it's kind of like, it's going to be like a gamified version of Stream Avatars. That's basically the idea. So there'll be situations where you fight in turn-based combat, and we need to give them some logic so they fight. So now, fingers crossed, when it's their go, we need them to do it. So actually, it starts with enemy 3, but it's not moved. Current enemy is currently none. What I need to do is in next turn where it is that. The start combat prep. We need to assign it at the start of combat just in case. Now it should work. Right, Rusty, start the combat. And I need to work on the dummy extension view more. It's a little bit funky. Again. Combat. Da, 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 da. Whose go is it? Enemy 3s. Current enemy is still none. Weird. Do they not have the tags? No. Did I not tag it? Oh, I didn't. That's my bad then. I thought I did. Oh yeah, the new Red Dead role. I totally forgot. What's the like naturist? It looks quite cool. Naturalist. How very cowboy. Well, it's a part of the cowboy world. There's a lot of those kind of characters in the game. One of the dudes you hunt, a couple of them actually, is they're kind of more naturey people. Take pictures of animals, collect materials from them, etc. I mean, that just does sound decidedly not like a Rockstar game. You're not trying to kill things or steal things. So when do you launch this bad boy into Steam Early Access? When it's, you know, like even maybe if it's 50% done, but we're not even close to that. Jesus. Yeah, alright, yes, not the nudie people. You know what I meant. Alright. Naturalists. I didn't mean naked people. I'll note it. I just said with. Maybe Rockstar will actually finish the story mode for the game now. Is Red Dead Redemption 2 story not finished? Does it not end? What? Confused. This rabbit, could you explain what you mean? Oh, the online story. No. Sorry, I dumb. So we're in combat. It's Rusty's turn first. The dummy extension view's really messing with me. What I might do. Have it there. That should help. Because it's not viewable, it just doesn't seem to update it, which is really weird. Okay, enemy 2's go. Bam, it took its turn, then enemy 1's. Then it's Monkey Man's. Sweet, that works. We can do a little bit of testing. Let's... Something that this is immediately showing is I should have something to indicate whose turn it currently is. So what I'm probably gonna do, yeah, we're gonna have a public transform, no, public character, current turn, and it's going to do the same thing really as that, but in combat order. It's going to find whoever his turn it is, and then I'll have something to visually show on the screen it's their turn. But I wonder what we might want to do to show that. Maybe like a little glow behind them. If you get RDR2 on Steam, does it make you download Origin? Oh, I thought it was EA for some reason. No, it's Rockstar. Although they do have their own launcher now. They're joining that particular fray, like annoying little shite. So I could tint it like a colour. I think what I'd want is like a glow behind them. So like if we just plot me on there. And then if we just add a 2D sprite. Just have as knob for now. Scale it up a bit. It looks real disgusting, I know. But we could easily just have that as an indicator. So I think that's what I'll do. So well aware it's going to look horrible, guys. But it's... What I might do off stream is just make a really simple GIMP, like, blurred circular image. It's not super important. So, in combat members, it have... Would it be a combat thing? Yeah, because it's part of combat. So, just group that up a bit better. And then down here we'll have a public name object turn just about indicator. And then in update, if we are in combat, then turn indicator dot transform dot position is equal to current turn dot transform dot position. Make that lowercase t. Could be as naming conventions. Turn indicator is gonna go in there. Just delete villager. But that is inactive. And then in combat prep, we will turn indicator dot set active to true. And then on either team win, we will do turn indicator dot set active false. Then that should be a bit more obvious. Not ideal, but again, it shows whose go it is. Bam. Oh, and it's rabbit, so we're just there staring at, waiting for something to happen. Not super pretty, but it works. George says, green glow for current turn, blue for next. I like that, yes. Because then we know how the turn order's going. And with that, we've pretty much got an idea of all the information. So... could I do that now? Possibly, right. Have green... So, village, next turn indicator. Yeah, 100% a backdrop on the nameplate. Way better idea. I'm probably not going to do that too much, because that's just like fine-tuning what we've already got. adding the next turn. Definitely a solid idea. But that might be something I do off stream. Get the fine tuning of that. Real nice. I mean, for showing initiative. Hang on. Oh, he's in make it a backdrop on the nameplate. Oh, yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, sorry. Yes, that does make more sense. So... could be back of that. But... yeah, what I'd really want to do is have a background on it. Create a UI, an image. That. It's got to be like a similar scale to that, isn't it? 0.01. Have it stretch. Stretch like that. It. Oh yeah, bloody doing it in the wrong place. I'll do it on that one. Don't know where that image has gone. What are you doing? Right, let's try that again. UI image. Like so. And that. Sliced. Fill the center. Probably make it a little bit faded. So it just isn't so visible. Call it nameplate. Dark grey backdrop. Green border for current and blue for next turn. Yes, I am so on board with the idea. Gorgu. Much love. Right, so if we actually have it. Somewhere there. There's nameplate. Then in the character script, where we've got the text and the health bar, we'll also have image, nameplate. Health bar is assigned doing that, but I'm probably gonna make public. I have to fiddle around with reference making. Gonna be slightly awkward setting references up, but I think ultimately it'll be better in the long run. So health bar image is health bar. Why is it not? Delete that one. Oh, and that's not fitting properly. That's slightly awkward. Fit in there. You don't like it. Why don't you like it? You should be stretching to fill. Bastard. Oh, I think it's because that is actually larger in that one. Fine. We'll just stretch it in that prefab too. And then in U, health bar. And then nameplate. His health bar is the one with the fill. Then the name. We'd actually want the color to go back to black. So when the health bar goes down, yeah. Back to villager. Those are set up. Now the enemy, I'll just quickly build the nameplate up as well. Whoa, that's not what I intended to do. Do the same. And then the enemy script. Health bar. Nameplate. Let me do that instead. Yeah, thank you for that idea, Gorg. I really like that. So we'll delete those. Just make sure the nameplates work nicely. They're visible. Delete that. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna say combat order, initiative count dot nameplate dot color is equal to color dot green. And then combat order initiative count plus plus. Wait, I think that actually adds. No, it doesn't. It makes it one more than that. Dot nameplate dot color is equal to color dot blue. Don't set the turn indicators anymore. And then we don't do that in there. And then in what we probably do is just have character dot nameplate in there. So color equal to color dot gray. And in the next turn, increment, set it up. And if they're alive, set the turn to true. And then do the same thing as here. Also, we will, as a quick little check, if then I'm gonna do this. Else that one. So this will just be a catch for just in case once we increment initiative it's now at the end of the list. This will make sure we don't exceed the parameters of the list. It'd be nice, I think there's a way I can set this up so automatically if I were to just say the next, I could just say like the next one in the list, but I need some kind of like looped list, like a circular list. I don't know if that exists. I would hope so. We'll see. Basically where the one at the end links to the one at the start. That should work quite well. Combat. It's currently Rusty's goal, but it's blue. Yeah, what's going on? Combat. Prep. Initiative count is 0. That person's turn is true. Then their nameplate color should be green, and the one next to the initiative should then be blue. then next turn it's called they're alive. Set their color to green. Oh wait, before we do that actually as well. Combat. Oh, that's just going to complain because we're trying to edit code. We also want to set the color back afterwards. Set it to grey, increase the initiative count, loop it over if we're at the end. Then if this one is alive, their turn is true, set their nameplate color to green. Then if initiative count is now at the end of the list, then say the one after is blue, otherwise the 1 + 1 is blue. See if that works. I'm working on some emotes for my Discord at the moment. How's the game making going? Pretty good. That seems to be functioning now. Beautiful. I just was quickly trying to come up with a turn indicator. So I was going to have some glow behind the character whose turn it is, and then a secondary glow for the next one. But George just had a great idea to use nameplates and have the colour behind them. Or I might even actually just colour the text. Thinking about it, that might be even better. Because I don't even need the nameplate. Have that white change. Still, so... Currently, Monkus Man's go, then it's enemy 3's. So after this turn, enemy 3 should be green. Rusty should be blue, and Monkey Man should go back to grey. Aha. Yes, cool. So, set a nameplate. It's gonna be .name. Is it name? I don't think I have a reference name. Change it to nameplate. Back to character. Got the health bar, which is this bit. Yes, so we'll make it the health bar, not the nameplate. I like that better. In a canvas, we'll delete nameplate. I think that'll work way nicer. What's your plans for emotes, Blunder? What emotes you gonna do? So does that mean, are you an affiliate now? Or are you prepping for affiliate? Yeah, look at that. Ah, that's starting to look a lot more alive. A lot more interesting, although we want it to go back to white instead. Should bear in mind how tough the colored names will be to see if they're going where stream avies are now. Yeah, that's definitely a fair point. Maybe do what stream avies do and have border around them. Yes. I would definitely agree. The problem is because I'm using a mask to do the health. So if you add a shadow to this using Unity's UI code, it doesn't like it at all. So ooh. I'm having a slight problem there. But I agree 100% with that. That's what I wanted to actually have, is like a drop shadow. But I'll have to make a script that does that for me myself, because the mask kind of messes with it a little bit. I'm assuming some degeneracy in your emotes. I mean, of course. I would assume there'd be some lemon faces too. Just some for my Discord. Don't plan to use them on my channel. The ones on my channel I want to be ones you can use anywhere. No degen yet. Fair enough. Right. I did just have an error. Let's see if we can figure out where that is and why I didn't like it. See, that's strange. Just having the nameplate duped and in black behind. Yeah, that would work. Absolutely, Gorg. I could just do that. I'd rather not. If I can do it using the way UI is used, like rasterizing, because then I can get the graphics card to handle that, which is more a cheaper operation to do rather than having more objects in the scene. But yeah, absolutely, that would work too. How does it handle really long names? With difficulty. I'll show you in a second. Once I figure out why I didn't like this. It's an out of range exception. Let me just check. If initiative count is equal to combat order.count, is already what that does. Then do it as 0. If it's not equal to the end of the list, then you can safely add 1. Why doesn't it like that? Is it because combat's over, maybe? What's going on? Oh, hello, Gengar. I'm back from work. You've missed us work on some AI stuff. We're all simping on Bobu. And now I'm fiddling around with some UI elementy things. We simped on Rammitstad and spoke about... Oh yeah, and plants and toilets, of course. Yeah, I forgot about that too. Sounds interesting about bottom plants. Yes. Yes, describe your toilet, please. Do you know the circumference of your booty seat? Or your poopy seat? Right, why doesn't it... Don't know why it wouldn't like that, considering it's not had a problem previously. Index was out of range. Weird. Let's do it again. So... See, at the end of the combat order, it's Monkey Man, then Enemy 1. Monkey Man, then Enemy 1. Then after this, it then should be Enemy 1, and then Rabbit. Doesn't like it. Oh! Hello, Pike. How you doing? What a way to enter the stream. The Gengar's toilet. It's whiter than me and has a more stable relationship with my family than I do. Gengar, it makes me feel sad. I want to give you a hug. Sad. Well, toilets are invaluable in this day and age, so I can't say I'm shocked. Your family loves your toilet more than you. Sadu. Anyway, everyone's simping on Pike. Yes, Pike, your turn to describe your toilet now. Alright, I need some better logic for this. We've got current turn. And then I need next turn. So return. What I need to do. There's a different kind of find index. Return combat order dot find index plus 1 if combat order dot find index where x dot turn is equal to true equal to combat order dot last no dot count. Does that have to be count minus 1? Is that the issue? I think if you've got two in the list, index 1 is 0, index 1 is 1. Index 1 is 0, index 2 is 1. Then if you find the index where they're at the end, the index is going to be 1, which is not going to equal the count, so it has to be count minus 1. That's the problem. But I do this, so this would be a better way to do it anyway. So find the index where turn is equal to true. If that is equal to count minus 1, then return combat order 0. Else return combat order find index. That should go in there. That should work quite nicely. So it's basically doing that logic every time I want to call those two things. So we go down to... Then if I just do, say, current turn, and then next turn, that's all I have to call each time. Alright, let's double check on chat before I finish it. How's it going, peeps? Pike, if you were a planet for a day, what planet would you want to be? Why? Jesus, guys. Sending him so much information to start with. Wait, okay, slow down. Describe my toilet. Okay, it's like a water-filled bowl I poop in. That's a pretty accurate description. Planet, okay, I'm going to go with a rose because I'm beautiful. That is so sweet. I love it. Nice answer, Pike. Well done. I like it because you got thorns, so if people touch you or interact with you in the wrong way, they're going to get hurt. If you write with your feet, is it still called handwriting? No, it's your foot writing? Why do we... Let's not bring feet back up. Would you a rose in the garden or a rose in the bench? On a beach? A weird question, Gengar. Now, handwriting is named by the hand being used, so if you write with your feet, it'd be foot writing, yeah. Then what do you call footnotes? That's paper feet. That's the feet of paper, not the feet of you. Rose in the garden, that way I can still see my dog. It's adorable. Is a carrot a plant until it's harvested? What? What? Footnotes are not named because they're written by... But thus still footnotes. Yes, see, solid logic, Pike. They can't get through. Nobody got the rose on the beach, ref. No? Should I? Are we all dum-dums? Or is this just a reference we're not familiar with? Ooh, then we're gonna say... current turn health bar. And then... next turn health bar. So they should also be... oh. Whoa, okay. Slight issue then. Current turn. Do character. And current turn character. So it's not getting confused with names. Next turn character. That should work quite nicely now and not crash. Question mark. So it's gonna be when it's Monkey Man's turn. That's when potentially got the issue. So go 3. It's Monkey Man's turn and it's giving us Rabbit's turn. Woohoo! Okay, fine. That should work. I'm curious if it's actually going to handle dead people properly. But I don't think it will. I need to figure that out. But at least it's not erroring. So if we get to a point where somebody dies, that's probably going to be where we can deduce that. Damn, these guys are not letting up. Okay, so now Rusty is dead. So it's enemy 1's go. So after Rabbits, we probably get an issue. Rabbits go, then enemy 1's. Yeah, it's saying it's my go even though it's not. Okay. So it somewhat works. Let's work on that bug now. Doctor Who, me big nerd. Oh, right, Rose on Bad Wolf Bay Beach. Right. I see. That does make sense. I mean, it's a bit of a vague reference. When I think of Rose from Doctor Who, I don't think that time she was on a beach crying. But fair enough. I did not connect the dots. Both we are all dumb. Both we all dumb just didn't get it. Yeah. Please don't cry, Gengar. Is a reference. I just goofed. But trousers for dogs have 2 legs or 4. 2. And then they'd wear 2 sets? They're already a thing. Wow. If they had 4-leg trousers, how could you put them in a blazer? Very good question. Should be my answer too. That's a good point. Would a giraffe wear a tie high or low? Lower tie rests around the base of the neck. Solid logic there. I'm so glad we're discussing where clothes would be on animals. Ah, itchy. Itchy eye. Rub that real good. Yep, let's spread that COVID into my eyeball. Anyway, guys, I was just dropping in to say hi. Well, thank you for dropping in, Pike. Love you. Hope you're well. Take it steady. Bye. So don't... You want to get roasted, Blunder. Just redeem the roast. Don't complain that there's a sundress option. You obviously want that more. Okay, so... What we want to do... is find... basically the next alive person for both of these. So I don't know if this is actually the best way to do it. If it start combat, initiative is 0. Take a turn and an increment initiative. Say their turn is false. Reset the color of them back to white. Increment initiative. We're at the end of the list. Initiative is now 0. No, sundress. It is crucial. You guys really want to see me in a dress? We want to find the next alive person. I mean, that's not such a bad quote. I mean, it's kind of just me. You know, it sounds like I'm detective. I'm trying to save people, right? Sundress will happen even if I die from the nut that will happen. Please don't nut. if I wear a sundress. A little bit feels weird, man. It's a sexy thing. I'll have to back out. I don't want it to be fetishized. Also, I need food. Blah blah blah. Also, I need food. So what should I get, guys and gals, and them's in betweens? Burger King is on Deliveroo, is all I'm gonna say. Or there's pizza, 2 for 2 on a Tuesday. Papa John's / Domino's, whatever you want. It's you, Rusty. It's all sexy. So do I just do this then? Do we just... You just don't get face cam then? If that's the case? If this is all sexy for you? Please don't not quote 173. Oh god. Decided no, I would only buy 1 pizza though. Well, see, Gengar, what you do is... actually, memes aside, I'll come back. You buy 2 pizzas, and then you eat another one the next day. 2 meals are all sorted. I redeem a toast, give me the can back. Sorry, Wabbit. I'm back. I have no one to share with, F. Well, you could share with the family. I mean, based on what you said earlier, maybe not, but hopefully you're in a situation where you can do that. Pardon me. Monkey Man, I already put my points into Sundress today. Yeah, she's done that and can redeem toasts. Let her do that. I should probably toast her though, shouldn't I? Too unhealthy. Fine. That was my suggestion. Fuck there. Fuck them my food. I could, but no. Okay. Rabbit wants a toast. He wants to be complimented. Can I compliment to you and a compliment in general? I love how, like, our relationship isn't just a relationship between me and you, because a lot of the time, especially when you're younger, you're in a relationship with someone and you don't really interact with their family, but that's not true with us. I can very easily talk to Sharon and Bobu very easily, whether you're there or not, and I love that. And it's, you know, it's like you never really shied away from that. You wanted to show me off to your family. I did the same. We had like family quiz night. It was good fun. I'm glad that we've got this kind of relationship where we're trying to integrate families. That sounds strange. Oh, I fucked it up right at the end. Eat silica gel. Very nutritional. Please don't. That's bad. Does she want butter on the toast? I could butter it later. Inject air to make yourself lighter. And wait. Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ, guys. There. I should not have mentioned... Should not have mentioned Bobu. For fuck's sake. It's very adorable. Like, yes, I did get them on the Bobu train. I'm sorry. And now George has gifted a sub to Bobu. Thank you. God, if he ever sees these videos, he's going to be so confused. Based on what you guys already do about him. Bloody hell, guys. Alright, well, have fun with Bob in your mind. I'm going to get back to the coding thing, if you don't mind. So, we increment the turn. And we flip it around if it's not. So, we then check to see if they're alive. If they are not alive, then we increase turns called, and then we call next turn, and that works because it goes through again and clears it all out. But what we also need to do is the setting of the color to blue needs to be recursive as well. But what I should do is what I should do is maybe have next alive turn character. Firstly, we're gonna have like if combat order dot get dot find all that X where X dot alive is false. Is it like it's like that? Shouldn't be. Hey. Why is that not X dot alive? So the count of that is equal, less than or equal to 1. If it's equal to 1, then return null. Or less than, I guess, if it's 0. But shouldn't really have to. Then else we want to find the next one that's alive. Oh my Christ, you guys went. Man, that's a dramatic reading. He called me a pussy and I'm here with 4 cocks. What? Oh yes, you have the bobble emote, you have enough. Oh wait, Gengar, you actually bought the lightsaber? Jesus Christ, you madman. Chop some droids. Mace Windu's one. Yeah, I mean the best one is purple. Alright, that's what I've got to read. Slow, sultry tone. Rabbit, I'm really sorry. Bobby, Bobby, Bobby. Corn on the cobby. Slobby, slobby, slobby. On Bobby's nobby. Bobby, Bobby, Bobby. Corn on the cobby. Slobby, slobby, slobby. On Bobby's nobby. Bobby, Bobby, Bobby. Corn on the cobby. Slobby, slobby, slobby. On Bobby's nobby. Bobby, 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 corn on the cobby. Slobby, slobby, slobby. On Bobby's nobby. Fucking hell. Oh my god. Was it me or was that like a little bit David Attenborough? It felt like a little bit.
Please end my suffering.
I can? I am a slave to this Twitch chat. I cannot. I'm sorry. This is already unsettling. Yeah. Yeah, you're not really privy to the Bobby love, are you, Gengar? Oh. Poetry, I'm crying. I'm crying. So, anyway, what I was doing. So there's no point finding the next alive character if there's only one alive. If there's more than one alive, then if combat order, initiative count, +1, yeah, so if the one, right, well, firstly, if initiative count is equal to combat order.count. We're at the end of the list. Then possibly return. I'm gonna have to use recursion here. Something like character find next alive using int counter. So if combat order counter dot alive return you. Oh, missed the C. Else. Find next alive. Counter plus plus. And then, because it's going to complain otherwise, could just do that. So, we also need to check here. So, if counter is equal to combat order dot count, counter is equal to 0. Let's think about that again. If we've got 2 in the list, if counter is, so if we've got 2 in the list, we start with 0. Combat order is not equal to count. The total amount. I hate this kind of stuff. It's really annoying. Count to 0, then it's not equal to the amount. If it's 1, it's not equal to the count. So when it's 2, when the counter is 2, it's then equal to the count and then it resets. That is correct. Yeah, cool. God. But you guys stan Bobby more than K-pop stans stan K-pop groups, and it's unsettling. I don't know. I mean, if we get to the point where they all start tweeting gifs of Bobby on anything, that's probably when they're going to be worse than K-pop stans. Until then, we're alright. Also, the fucking URL of that clip, miniature hilarious sheep arson, no sexy. That sounds like a YouTube clickbait video. What the fuck is that about? I think sheep arson is sexy. Normalize sheep arson. What the fuck? They're just so flammable with all that wool. They're just asking for it. They didn't want to be set on fire. They shouldn't have been so flammable. Says the human being who is very easily flammable too. Fuck's sake. That's a quote now, isn't it? That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Fine. So find next alive. You give it a counter value, it will keep going in the list to find the next alive person. And you only want to do that when there's at least 2 people in the list. Else. Return. Find next alive. And that code should not. Oh, Jesus. That's a more dangerous quote. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, it's just more for the Rastafarianism, right? You guys needed some more juice. Oh, dear. Gonna tidy this up a little bit. As I can. So, if we find an next alive character, first of all, we just make sure that there's just one person alive. It shouldn't really matter, because if we're at that stage, the code should handle it, but I want that catch to be there just in case. Otherwise, find an next alive using the current initiative account. So, current initiative count, it will loop it if it needs to. Otherwise... Wait, I should start with +1. So if they're alive, return this current character. Otherwise, loop it round. Then, here, we do this, so that we call this now current certain character is fine, but here when initiative is 0, It's not going to go there. It's going to go straight into there, so it's going to find next to live. Going to add 1 to initiative count, which will be 1. If they're alive, which they should be, it'll return it. And then... in next turn... So the current one's turned to be false, the color back to white. Increment initiative count. Loop it here as well. Then, if the current one is alive, do its business. It's not alive. Increment turn. Call itself 2. So in theory this should work now. But it... 2 recursive functions. I am being very risky, man. Oh. 2. So it's null. It's null at the start. So it should just be Rusty. So let's double check that. Yeah, if combat order find all, if that find all of the dead people is less than, oh my god, all the alive people. You idiot. Quote 175 is a forbidden text, as Bacon Banana defiled its meaning. Wait, what is quote 175? Oh no. Okay. For though that art not a noob be exiled. Okay. The priest in me has just lowered his newspaper and proclaimed, I should burn some sheep in the name of the rust. Uh-oh. Why is a priest in you? Your legal age, question mark? Too spicy? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Oh, I can see a dab. I'll dab. I'll catch up with chat, though. Then Pickens with the virus going about. Nobody knows Munkus's real age? Well, I guess we don't strictly know, but we've seen him. We can make an educated guess. X-File theme plays. Ooh. And back sluts. What a beautiful entrance, man. Pike's got a new thing where he makes me dab each time he comes into chat. Hello again. He's back for more. Right. Let's try again. This should do it now. I think. Aha! So, we'll go through. See how we get on. Enemy. Let's just go through. We need to get someone to die, basically. It's weird. It doesn't want to update sometimes. Okay. No one's dead yet. Only one is nearly dead, but the AI are just randomly attacking targets. It's not ideal. Anyone is almost dead. Fingers crossed. It works. So now, rabbits go. Then it's enemy 1. Then when it's enemy 1's go, it'll be Monkey Man's. So when it's Monkey Man's go, enemy 3 should be blue, not enemy 2. Cool, and we've got an infinite loop. Unity crashed. I did it wrong. Shit. And that is why you want to avoid recursive functions. Because that possibility exists. Right. I'll run out of points if I do it every time. Well, it is a cheaper point option, so possibly you'll be alright. I need to actually have that across there so I can actually read it. I read your name wrong, Pike, and instead it was a story about a woman having a sexual awakening thanks to being an Irishman. Interesting. P&D got swapped. Dike me, Paddy. That's way too sexy. George, I mean, why did it change it? I probably just misread it. I do that a lot. I put George and it auto-corrected to Gengar. Weird. I'm actually a clone of Bruce Forsyth. I get replaced every couple of years until I learn his catchphrase correctly. Weird. Weird dystopic short story there. Well, it was nice knowing you, Monkey Man. I hope this iteration, this next iteration works well. So why doesn't it like this? So, when it finds next to live, it goes for the next in the initiative count. So, it shouldn't have a problem. Obviously it does, because if the combat counter person is not alive, increment the counter and go round. So it should just find an alive person the next time round. I'm unsure why it is a problem. Request Uwu, can we raid the Paint Dad at end of stream? Well, we've got China Points Redemption that's got the raid. I mean, I'll do it anyway, but... Yes, absolutely. I don't think I've seen this person's stream, but yeah, I'll absolutely raid them after. Let me make a note of that. In fact, I'll just have him. Background. Live. Alright, Paint Dad is there. Ready to go in 20 minutes. See if I can figure out this fucking recursive loop. So, best way to do this. If I, in the village manager, we only spawn one enemy. And then with my 3 guys, should be a little bit quicker. No, how are we gonna do this? Quicker testing. I'm gonna need to have... I know what I'll do. We'll have everything set as normal. But I need to really look at this. Debugging. Actually have breakpoints. That'll do it. Okay. So we'll just let this do its thing. Whoa, so at the moment it looks like Rabbit's going to be the one that dies first. It's currently Rabbit's, not Rabbit, Monkey Man. Ooh. Okay, Monkey Man's still alive. He's not been splattered yet. Okay. Rabbit. One, they're almost dead. That can be one, he blocked it. Bastard. Okay. So enemy 1 is now dead. So when it's Monkey Man's turn, it should break. So it's Rabbit's go at the moment. So Rabbit's go, initiative count. Ooh. Maybe I don't need to increment it, that's the problem. So the moment counter is 2? Oh, because it's just been added in there. If we step in, counter is 2, not equal to the combat order count. If combat order counter alive. Oh, I was trying to breakpoint it and you crashed. That's unhelpful. God damn it. Either red costs 3,000. Yeah, it is a more expensive one. I should actually adjust it. It was just an automatic one I added. It don't fit with my pricing. I think that would be more so if I had a larger view count and lots of people wanted it. That would be why it'd be that value. But to be honest, with the as a community right now, if somebody just asks me to raid someone and it's someone like you, Gordon, one of my besties, I'm probably just gonna do it. Yeah. Let's try and pseudocode why it's not gonna work. So in this case, combat was 6. 6 in total. Initiative count was 1 because it's rabbits go. So when it's rabbits go, that wasn't going to be followed through. So first of all, we set initiative count to 2 and call it. Then in here, 2 is not equal to 6, so we carry on. Then combat order CO 2 0 1 2, which is enemy 1 alive is not true. So we then call find next alive with 3. Then 3 is not equal to 6. CO3 is 1 0 1 2 3. Enemy 2. And it should return at that point. It is a bit of a weird. One of your besties, yes. You're one of. I have many besties. Don't get jealous, please. I like having lots of friends. What are people's favourite letter of the alphabet? Mine is W out of pity. Didn't even get a unique pronunciation. It's a W. Despite looking more like a double V, W got done dirty. Interesting. I mean, it's gotta be Z, right? Because it's just so unique. It's the edgy one that barely gets used. Literally edgy. It's got 2 points on it. Right. I can't see why it's not working. Funnily enough, but it is not working. So I am confuzzled. Put simply, I'm a confuzzle man. I think Unity has crashed again. I mean, W is literally edgier, but I said Z is just the cool kid because it's not used as much. It's like the hipster option. Right. Unity, are you going to recover from whatever you did? No, it's not. Try again. And try not cause a Stack Overflow. I would have to go with A, because like my girlfriend says, I always come first. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. I like K. Okay, interesting. Rusty the Dalek. Let's not attribute my username, which involves Daleks, with Germany. Bad moves. Bad moves. Alright. Let's try again. What I think I might do, though, is set the default health of enemies. Current hit points, if I can. Current hit points to 1. Their armor class to 0. Then the first time one of my guys attacks, they should hit. There we go. So enemy 3, attack, bam. They're not dead. Oh yeah, I need to make sure damage is... So... damage roll. Damage. Max damage. Need max and min damage. Min damage. Public int min damage is equal to 1. Public int max damage is equal to 7 by default. And then when it compiles that, I can then just edit on the villager prefab. That they always do. A minimum of 10 damage. I think that might bugger it. An enemy... Oh, that might be why. I think actually current HP is set by code, so went straight back up to 10. So... just to make sure. Enemy 3. Yeah, they got 1 HP, so this should just insta-kill them. But I actually need to attach to Unity to test that. Oh, I see everybody's just enjoying the letter A. Lovely. Yo, how small are those batteries? Yeah, no fucking kidding. Jesus. Right, combat. First time it's fine. Because literally the first time it executes, they're alive. So... where we are. Village. The enemy 1 is actually next in initiative after Monkey Man. This might make things spicy. So, find next alive. Initiative count +1. Initiative count is 2. Does it actually permanently increase initiative count like that? Hope not. Right. Step into... Oh, and it's just jumped right out. Okay. We did that. Right, we just need to loot round. But yeah. So when it's Monkey Man's go again, that's what we're going to need to actually step through. We'll just attack the thing that's dead still, because we're horrible people. Oh, it crashes then. Wait, what? What is next alive called? It is called after the number's gone up, we still need to go up one from there. Struggling. 76 close to the dress with 21 days to go. Yeah, I didn't need to extend this at all. You guys had it. Dang. Every single bit of my money has gone towards the sundress. There's no more I can do. 12k left to give, and I have 10k in the bank. Yeah, so it's secured. You just gotta wait for the streams. I've got 8k, so we're good too. Yeah, you guys are fine. What if he takes a month off? I mean, take a month off from streaming, sure, but I'd extend it, obviously. If I were to do that. I'm not saying I would definitely do that. Why did I decide to do recursion? I'm an idiot. Shouldn't have got into this plan. Very silly. Gotta go walk doggo, so I'll be back or see you lot on Discord. Alright, mate. See you later. Have fun. Hope you have a nice walk with doggo. And if I set that to that, then save it as the Rusty layout, this should be better. I've been emptying my money each stream. Income is hella slow for some reason. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they adjusted the multipliers, but I cannot do it. Just changed the points that Twitch did, yeah. It's not to me, I did not do it. Very confusing. Because this code does it fine. I really just need to replicate there. So I don't know why I don't like it. But you've got the function call itself. Right, so we'll change it to find next alive villager. Eternal void find next alive villager. So first of all, we expect to see if combat order initiative count +1 is alive. If they are, we want to return that one. Otherwise, find next alive villager, but we don't use initiative count because we don't actually change it, so we want to pass it through an int. If counter +1 dot alive, then return counter +1. Otherwise, find next villager. What are you doing? Right. Do this. So, and then same as previous, same as this has. Right. Int next turns called very poorly named variable, but basically just copying the code. So it doesn't need a capital N. So otherwise. Next turn's called plus plus. If next turn's called greater than combat order dot count, then debug.log error loot hole list couldn't find another alive combatant. Else. Whoa. Do the code. It's basically the same thing, I just don't know why. Down here, we'll just return. Oh. Oh, yeah. Of course. No point putting that there underneath the return. I want to name that something better though, so it's if the next alive villager function calls. It's so verbose, but it's a bit more understandable, so it just keeps a track of how many function calls there are. So you want to use that as opposed to this property, which appears to be borked. Ooh, wait, is that why I... Was I using the wrong thing? This whole time, that was why I didn't like it. I wanted it to use that one. Oh no, that is a mixture of... I want it to call next to learn. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it wasn't. Wasn't calling the wrong thing. Let's comment that out, and we can find out where it's using it. There. We want to call... Find next to live villager. Oh, that will work. Health bar dot color. The color. What's blue? There's no argument given that responds to the formal parameter counter. Oh, yes. This should work, or it will stop being an infinite loop. Looking at... Yeah, okay. This might work, this might not. Let's find out. If it doesn't work, I'll fix it post-stream. Yeah. So, world, village. Rabbits go first. Attack. Enemy 3 is dead. So now it is... Not enemy 3's go. It's now Monkey Man's go. Enemy 1's go. If we just attack enemy 3 again. It's enemy 1's go. He attacks. 2's go. He attacks. We had an index out of range. Shit. Where's that called? Village Manager 393. Alright, because the number keeps going up. Yeah, dingus. Yes. What? Oh, and actually save the script so it gets compiled as well. Right, before we do that. Jesus, you guys got busy. Busy. Fuck me. Sorry, I really missed out on you. I should get on Minecraft and get ready for tomorrow. Yeah, I should probably do the same. I need to get some good experience and some gear. Build that carrot house. No, he's got to prep for murder. Maybe we change point costs to compensate for reduced gain. I can have a look at it and see what the crack is. The thing is, Twitch never told me the points changed. They just did it silently. It's not until you guys mentioned that there was a difference that I noticed as a problem. Monk will see you Minecraft after stream now. He's playing Terraria. Hopefully we can have our Stelly game soon. Yes, the sooner we get to that, the better. Oh, no, now there's some tension. Monkey Galactic needs to grow. Snails and eat. Also, rocks. Sentient rock tree people are pretty cool too. We don't hate you. We don't hate you, Rabbit. No more Bobby for you. Oh no, she's holding Bobby back. I mean, I did tell her to do that, so I can't exactly be surprised. I can't believe you two are arguing. Me and Bobby were sad. Ah, oh, beautiful. Okay, stop saying that she smells. We don't know that she's on separate continent, Rabbit. Stop claiming he hates you because he isn't submitting to your Minecraft man. It's not very froggy, chair. Look at that mediator work there, George. Good job. We can neither prove nor deny Rabbit's scent. Yeah, I can't even do that. And almost broke stuff. I'm in a relationship with her. We shall take her word on it. She's related to Bobu, so she must have the scent of a god. How do gods smell? Just asking for a friend. Ooh. How does a god smell? Like Bobu. Is that not just that's a loop though? I can't. If Bobu smells like a god, and would a god smell like Bobu? It's just that doesn't actually answer the question. It's a logical loophole. All right. So, bam. The enemy 1 is dead. When it's rabbits go, enemy 2 should be in blue. We've got to go around. And we found a bug. Ah, that's because I didn't actually hate myself. I hate myself on so many levels. What? I don't even know how that is visible. Wow. Didn't know I could inspect the dummy extension view. Alright. Combat. Kill enemy 1. They're dead. Enemy 3's go. They take their go. Then it's... Wait, so hang on a second. Monkey Man took his turn and killed enemy 1. So it went to be enemy 1's turn, but it wasn't. So it went to enemy 3's who took their turn. So it kind of skipped my logic. It never needed to do it. So we need to wait until it's Monkus's go again. So let's attack enemy 1, because we're bastards. Rusty's go, who's bottom of the initiative. I attack. And there's not a reference? God damn it. What happened? So... Don't know how I actually managed to return a null reference. because I didn't log my error. So didn't go there. I shouldn't have got down there. Because it would have called that function. This isn't true. I would have gone through. I don't know. Yeah, recursion's confusing, man. So I'm going to figure that out off stream. And that will be working nicely after. And then we could actually possibly test to see if the AI logic I made works. I haven't even got to that yet. Game dev. That's fucking stupid, right? Let's go to roundup a second. Close things down. Actually, I will also do the commit. Come. Right. Work. Enemy AI. Plus misc. Added enemy AI logic to village manager to decide targeting. Worked on display to show whose turn it is at. Worked on display to show who's next. Currently borked. What else did we do? Modified canvas. Sorry, I didn't actually modify it in the end. It's just the way Unity logs changes. Is it you save it once, even if it's now the same as it was before, it won't actually recognize it. So what did we also do? Added enum for attacking style of enemy. Moved character scripts to their own folder. Might actually run out of space now. No. Add moved level variable to character class. What else did we do? Not sure. Yes, set up a timer. Oh, all that committing code is gone. Oh, all that information I put into that commit's gone. That's fine, I'll just commit it. I don't care. It's only for me. Bollocks. He smells like whatever he damn well wants to. Okay. He just wills it into existence. Fine. I'm not going to argue. I'm a good boy. Oh. Holy eggs. Beautiful. Beautiful. There's some real emotes going on there, guys. You're having fun. Alright, are we ready to raid Art Dad? Go give him some love. Get ready to drop eggus in the chat. And also, get ready, those of you who want to join in the end raid tomorrow, make sure you're ready, because we're going to do that on stream. Do that as a fucking squad. Be ready, my friends. And I will catch you all on the flip side. Shit, I get it wrong.